Well, according to this plaque, it was in 1897 when George Weston opened the Model Bakery, which was the start of a very large food empire that you can still find throughout the entire country to this day. And this is Phoebe Street. And hey there, today is Friday, October 17th. It is 3:50 p.m. and the temperature is about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius, and it has been raining off and on all day. And I just finished recording a video that went down all of St. George Street as well as Beverly Street. And there's a look south down Soho Street, and I'll be heading that way in a moment. This is kind of a poorly placed plaque, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's angled that way just so people could see it's in English and French. I believe this is part of the property lines for this building here. Oh well. I was going to do a live stream instead of recording this, but with the rain and the fact that Ken launched a live stream starting in a few minutes from now, I thought I'll just record a video instead. So this one's a little bit off the cuff, but I'll be going south down Soho Street and then connecting to Duncan Street from Queen, and then from there maybe I'll just meander over to Union Station. I don't really know. I've got my umbrella in my backpack in case it starts raining a bit more. But Soho Street here is not very long, and it's named after Soho in London, which is in the United Kingdom, of course. A lot of names in the city were derived from UK locations, at least when they were being named in the 1800s. There's some beautiful old homes. Those are well over 100 years old. And this would be the Grange Park neighborhood. And for the longest time, this was just a big vacant lot. But several years ago, the Mountain Equipment Co-op Company closed their King Street store, which was just south of here, and built that location there. And that used to be home to the Black Bull Tavern, which falsely claimed to be the oldest bar in the city. And it looks like someone's filming in there. It's got quite the camera. Now it is operated by The Score. They have another location on King Street near Church. I've been there a few times since it opened. I think 3 actually. And it's quite excellent. And this is Queen Street West, a popular shopping hub around the city. I like that sign. The Blue Jays are playing at 6. I imagine they'll be full of Blue Jay fans watching the game there later. I'm just going to watch it from home. This is heading east on Queen Street West, at least for a few blocks. And that is one of my favorite newer condos that have popped up in the city. I love the color scheme, I love the greenery. It's got nice sized balconies. It's a nice change from all the blue and green glass boxes you see all over the city. I don't know if it's the rain or what, but foot traffic on Queen Street here is very light. There's a 501 Queen streetcar. That used to be a Zara across the street. And there was an H&M just west of here that recently closed down. So some of the big retailers have been moving on. There's the Wonder Pet Cafe. Those have been popping up all over the city. I went to a cat cafe. I was in Akihabara in Tokyo earlier this year. That was my second time ever at one of those cafes. I'd been to one in Korea before. And it appeared the animals were well treated, but you can't help but wonder if that's really the case. Alright, it's starting to rain a little heavier. I might need to get the old brolly out. Cross over to the south side of Queen. This is John Street. That'll lead you through the heart of the entertainment district. Yeah, it's raining hard enough. I'll have to get the old umbrella. Keep the camera dry at least. This used to be Speaker's Corner.
I can put myself anywhere. And also, like, I would
the old Chum building. Can I do this without having to pause or interrupt the video? Umbrella out of the backpack. I'm awkwardly trying to put my backpack on. There we go. Make sure the camera lens is free of raindrops. It appears to be the case. Just in case there's something on it, I'll give it a wipe. And off we go in the light rain. They were just breaking out their umbrella. So coming up is Duncan Street, which I think will connect us down to King Street. That's not a very long stretch. I think it's under a kilometer. I once saw the Smashing Pumpkins play in this parking lot. There's a neat view of the CN Tower and the CP24 vehicle. They moved the CP24 studios out of this building, unfortunately, to a location in Scarborough, of all places, earlier this year. It used to be home to City TV and CP24 when it was operated by City TV, but City TV was purchased by Rogers and they moved from that location over to Dundas Square, and that one recently left that location. Here we go, Duncan Street. Neat view of the tower. Roger Ashby Way. If I didn't have the umbrella in my left hand, I might stealthily look that up on my phone to tell you who that was. There was a fire here. A little over a year ago. It's good to see they've reopened. And there's this place here. There's a British Columbia plate. There's a lot of old warehouses on this street. And I believe that's called the Taipei Tavern over there. It's a new popular kind of tapas-style Thai restaurant. I've been meaning to try it. There's also a club there known as Easy on the Fifth. They changed names and became the Fifth Social Lounge. I think that's still in that property. This is Richmond Street. And back when this area was clubbing central. The old Whiskey Saigon Club. I believe was right over there in that building. Is there too much glare? Can we see in? Ooh, I think that's way too much glare. On Friday and Saturday nights, you'll often see a lineup here for the club. Starters and shareables, handhelds, cheeseburger, $18 with tom yum fries. I think that's the entrance to the club right there.
Are you looking for the way?
No, I know, I'm just looking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can.
Cheers. Probably employees. There's an old Toronto hydroelectric subsystem or substation connected to a shiny condo. This place, Party Putt. I remember there used to be a club here called Vinny's. It was either that or Meet Me at Vinny's. This might have been where it was located. Now it's a glow-in-the-dark mini golf night spot. Kind of an interesting concept.
मतलब जिस तरह फॉर एग्जांपल अभी आया कि हम क्यों नहीं
That used to be a Crocodile Rock, or the Crocodile Rock on the left. It was known as being a bit of a cougar bar, but it was mainly a cheap place for the after-work crowd to get drinks. I think they had a night for firefighters who could get $2 beers.
I kind of like walk along these bridges.
That's Adelaide Street. Playing some music at Bar Maya. This was part of the Upper Canada College. It was a boarding house. The main location of Upper Canada College used to be right around the corner from here at King and Simcoe. That's the downtown location of Pi, an excellent northern Thai restaurant. I often go to the one at Yonge and Eglinton in my neighborhood. Now I'm feeling a bit silly with my umbrella out. It has really let up. There's the first of the Forma towers going up. Signed by Frank Gehry. One of them, at least, will be a super tall, which is over 300 meters. But I think that's the shorter one, and that gives you an idea as to what the cladding will be like. This one here will be 305 meters, standing 84 stories tall. I wonder if that section was just like a test, just to see how the materials would look like and how the installation process would go. There's a neat reflection of the CN Tower. And at night at David Peckett Square, they've been setting up a video board where you could view Blue Jay games in the public square. I wonder if they're setting that up for tonight. This is an eerily quiet King Street West. Friday is a big work from home day. Well, it looks like it'll be set up tonight. There's the big screen. We've got a number of Muskoka chairs out. And when I was here with the film crew from that German TV station, they were looking for some B-roll, and I led them to this spot. It was at night with Roy Thompson Hall lit up. This is quite a spectacular view. I think that's a Jays fan there, scouting out a seat. But man, sitting this far from that screen, I sit about 5.5, 6 feet away from a 65-inch OLED TV, and it feels like it could be bigger. You're going to be squinting from way over here. Sounded like it hit something. It might just be stuff rolling around in the truck bed. Oh, that's what it is. The security guard is lowering these bollards. I've never seen them do this in action before. I've seen the hydraulic ones in Tokyo. Never one that is manually operated like that. Okay, coming soon, Riley's Fish and Steak, a Michelin Guide recommended restaurant. There's the Ritz-Carlton. Building's home to the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. So this is east along the north side of Wellington Street. Crossing Soho Street. Maybe I'll keep going. A little further over. I think it's a combination of it being a little bit rainy along with being a Friday afternoon that has led to it being a bit unusually calm down here. I imagine Beer Town will be busy for the game later. There's Moxie's, a very suburban style restaurant, somewhat prominent downtown location. There's a Milestones that recently opened at the Eaton Center that's kind of similar to that. I imagine that place will be quite busy for the Blue Jay game. So I think what I'm going to do is head into Union Station and then I'll walk over to the northbound subway platform. And before J games, this Jack Astor's is always full of people in Blue Jay gear before game time. Same with the Kelly's Landing Bar across the street. This has always been a little awkward crossing here. There's a crossing just down there, I guess, I could have taken. In fact, when I went to the Jays game, I tried to book Kelly's Landing right there, just get a table, but they had nothing available. It was their first playoff game of the ALCS, and it was sold out. I wanted to go south by Kelly's Landing, but then I would have to wait for an extra light cycle to cross. There's the shuttle that will take you to Billy Bishop Airport. I took that when I flew to Quebec City a few months ago. I'm gonna head in through the side entrance here. All right. There's a big food court just over to the right and down the stairs, and a big food hall just beyond that. That's a German sausage hall, Wurst. We've got a location on King West. I last ate there before a Bill Burr show at the Scotiabank Arena, which is attached to Union Station. Which just happens to be the busiest transit hub in the country. More people pass through here in a day than Pearson Airport. There's Via Trains, one that connects to an Amtrak. Go commuter rail trains, which is the regional rail network. There's a subway and streetcar connection and a bus terminal attached. I'm going to head down to the northbound Line 1 platform. Ooh, those cookies smell good. We got one of these things here? That's ridiculous. That was like straight out of Tokyo. I'm going to take a picture of this. I know someone whose kid would be quite happy to see that. They told me they went to Tokyo and that was the highlight of their trip. I could have just walked along Front Street. I wanted to cut through Union. There's a dude filming. Maybe just getting some B-roll. Oh, it's packed. Yikes.
Safety very seriously in the event of an emergency. Speak to a staff member. Use the emergency alarm on board a train.
Well, I'm going to go over to the other side of the platform. I hope you enjoyed this one. I look forward to your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below. If you wish to say thanks that way. There's one of the POOs, the provincial offense officers. But maybe there's a train loading up now and it'll be easier to get on the next one. I'm just gonna chill here and put my camera away. I'll take the next one. I've got this stupid umbrella too, otherwise I would have ran on there. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. And I will catch the next one. And look at that, I just used up all of my battery between these two videos. There's 2% left. Perfect. As the world's least efficient and most poorly run transit system slowly rolls a train out of the station. Absurdly slowly. I'd love to hear the explanation for that one. Oh, thanks for watching, guys. Yoink!